Hype. Come with me tonight. Get to see. I wanna be with you. Hype. Come with me tonight.
Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV Afterthought Edition. Aston Villa 2, West Ham United 1. Gutted, absolutely gutted with that. I'm not going to lie, we didn't deserve to lose tonight. We really didn't. I thought the boys played fucking brilliantly in the first half and really sort of give it everything. Second half wasn't so much. Villa come into it more, but I am going to get into the game. Before I get started, smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV and hit the notification bell. We come at the traps and we started off very, very well. Very, very well. Paqueta had a shot, which nearly I thought was going in top corner. Doing the watch along, I thought it was in, and I was about to bounce all around this gaff. But it wasn't to be. But we did score, and Paqueta sort of got the goal to get us on our way. Crescencio Somerville tonight was excellent. Skulls, man, the match performance, another excellent performance from him. Like, as a few performances now. I remember in the European game when he was a few years ago when he played, he was excellent. He was excellent tonight. Give him a go. Give him a go. But we got to half time and I just felt like we was getting a bit sort of, you know, we needed to be a bit better in the second half. Obviously, in the first half, we lost Nicholas Füllkrug to a major injury, which looks like he's out for the rest of the season, which is a fucking blow. That is a blow to us big time because I thought West Ham, I thought he was doing all right. I thought he was really doing all right. And obviously, some of them will come off at half time. Danny Ings, I'm going to be straight. He's taking the piss out of us, mate. He really is. He is fucking shit. Mavropanos, shit. And I'm glad, really, to a point that Potter can see this because he won't tolerate shit. I thought second half, they come into it, they get a goal or the equaliser from a corner that Onana spoons wide and somehow they get a fucking corner out of it. Corner comes in, they score from it. Obviously, they scored the second goal straight after. And then we just couldn't get going. I think we just ran out of bodies and ran out of energy. And we just did not have the personnel on the bench to change the game. Like, we've got no Bowen, we've got no Antonio. We've really got no one. And we're down to the bare bones to the point. So to make my sort of afterthought pretty short and sweet before I allow people to come on this platform tonight, I was happy. Yeah, I'm gutted to lose, but I'm not disheartened with that. I really am not. I do believe that West Ham will go on to be bigger and better. And it does prove that some of our academy players are quite decent players when you give them the opportunity. And sometimes you've just got to throw them in. A little shout out to Skulls. Obviously, he won man of the match. And he put in a performance tonight to say, you know what, you got to give him a go. Do you know what I mean? We might not need a left back, right? Because we've already got a decent left back at the club. But there is some players at this club who are just not good enough. Mavropanos in the second half, falling over, out of position. Soufal, I'm sorry, yeah, he might love the club, he might fucking sing bubbles and all that, yeah, but sometimes all good things do come to an end. I think his time's come to an end and all. And you know what? There was some good performances tonight. I thought Mo looked better. I thought Paqueta looked better, and then they just seemed to start well and then run out of steam. I'm just going to say this quickly before I allow people to come on. Graham Potter, the only issue I've got tonight with him is the substitutions to a point, i.e. you bring Danny Ings on. Personally, I would have brought on Guilherme on and then you push Mo up front. Nevertheless, Danny Ings comes on, doesn't do fuck all. I don't understand the Wan-Bissaka and Soufal thing on that side. I don't get that one. Doubling up, maybe. But I don't get that one. I do believe that Skull should have come off before he did because they was getting round him, and basically there was a few times where Villa were in because the Skulls was out of position. Nevertheless, it's his first game. It's 24 hours. I'm going to give him sort of like some leeway on that. But you know what? It's a proud performance tonight. But it's over to the ownership now to go out, spend some fucking money that we all invest in this club for many a year. We need a striker. I think we need a fucking midfielder. We're going to need some bodies in because we're running out of people at the minute. So listen, Skulls, fair play to you, mate. I thought you was excellent tonight, and you definitely deserve your man of the match award, so to speak. Right, let's get some people in. I'll put that down there, and we're going to get this man in first. So, Daddy, take it away.
Firstly, I want to say, fuck you, Lopetegui. I saw more today
If
than.
you come on this channel and talk like that, you won't come on here again. He's
All right,
gone. Talk
no,
about tonight.
no,
I
I
will
listen.
hunt you down in Florida and I will bad man slap you. Trust me. Right, tonight. Go.
No, what I said is leading to tonight. Saw more tonight than in 6 months with him. Much better performance. Fulkrug was good. Played a role in our goal. And we had to bring on this fucking bum Danny Ings. Fuck him.
Yeah, I know.
Shit, 130 grand a week to do fuck all. Can't even get it on target. Useless player. No, another useless player, Mavro Donkey. What is he? Honestly, I want to start Casey over him. Start Casey against Fulham. I'm sick and tired of this bomb getting
What
played.
What did you make of Skulls tonight?
Really good. Really impressed with Scarles. Thought Paqueta was better. I thought Kudus was all right. I thought the midfield started off well. It's just and Sufal. Why is he still at the club? He's been washed for like a year. He should be gone.
Mm.
He's not good enough anymore.
Mike Theory says that Ings has broken Sir Daddy. He most certainly has.
Bro, he's hold up. I want to say this. We better before Wednesday. We need a striker in right now. We cannot be relying on Danny Ings or Guilherme starting versus Fulham. Guilherme's not ready enough, and Ings is shit. We need players in now. No
Yeah.
waiting. Oh, we're gonna wait till Evan Ferguson. No, find me a different striker. Get a striker in. There are strikers out there we can get in.
Right. Before I let you go, Potter, what did you make of him tonight with the substitutions and the way he went around it?
The subs, I thought we looked better. It's hard with him because I suspect we will see much more on Tuesday. It was a hard game because he had like a day, so
Yeah.
it's there's very little he could have done. I felt like he should have made subs before their first goal because I was sensing Villa were going to score soon.
Mm.
But it's his first game, and we did play much better stuff. So I will wait and see. But I am positive about him.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. So, Daddy, I'm going to let you go, mate. You take it easy.
Alrighty,
I'll catch
peace.
up with you later. That has been Sir Daddy. Let's get this man in. Adam, welcome. What do you want to say about tonight, mate?
Hello, how are we? We all good?
All good, mate. What did you make of Graham Potter's first game in charge?
Honestly, mate, gonna just keep it short and simple. I think the fact that we've had one training session, he's been here 24 hours. I'm already liking what I'm seeing. I know I had a go at him saying that, look, I don't think this is a man that, realistically, is it ambitious? Is it really ambitious? But I tell you
Yeah.
what, I've been very impressed tonight. And this is got to think 24 hours. I know we're at the cup and I love the FA Cup and I am gutted. I won't lie, but I'm optimistic about the future. And I think that's what I've taken away from it today. So there's still that little bit of, do you know what I mean? That's probably the best we've all played all season, to be honest with you, James.
Yeah, I see Todd's comment there about the consistent bad passing, but we ain't going to get it all right in one night. Do you know what I mean? Like the first half, I thought we done well. I thought we done really well. I thought we come out of traps really well. The only issue is we haven't got the players to fit what Potter's trying to do. Do you know what I mean? And some of these players are fucking shit. I'm going to be honest. Like Mavropanos is shit.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Sufal. He's been here a long time, but he's not good enough anymore. Danny Ings is on 125 grand a week. He's taking the piss out of us all. Like, do you know what I mean? If we could all go and sit there with a fucking haircut like his, teeth like his, and be on 125 grand a week, we all fucking would do it. So he's got to go. So you've got 3 players there that you need to change. Do you know what I'm saying? I think the loss of Fulkrug in the game was a big one. I'm going to be honest. Like, I thought I'm his biggest critic, but I've got to be real. Tonight, I didn't think he was that bad until he come off. And when he come off, it seemed like we had nothing up top. I don't know about you, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. I mean, first off, you look, like you've said, you look at some of these players. I think, I mean, for me, the one that sort of changed it, I think, was Somerville. For me, more than Fulcrook.
Mm.
I think Somerville was brilliant tonight, and I think when Sufal came on, the confidence did go down. I'm like, oh no, I could just see it coming. Especially even when
Yeah,
they say as well, oh look, Onana's not scored a goal in so damn long. I'm thinking, oh, he's going to score, isn't he? It always happens
yeah.
to us. Um, yeah, that was the for me. That was the changing point of the game. I thought first half we were really good. I thought Villa were terrible first half,
Yeah.
but I'm not taking their performance as terrible as like a. Do you know what I mean? I think everyone I liked what I saw, and I was really impressed and did not see that one coming. But for me, that is when it changed. Fulcrook, yeah, I think it's worrying now that we have got Danny Ings and
Mm.
you've like 125 bags. I mean, oh gosh, I wouldn't mind being in this position for a bit, but it's crying out now. I think we've got I think a manager that's now going to give us optimism.
Mm.
A fantastic interview. Really starts to understand the fan base. Now it's our job and the board's job to get the players that he needs. Sufal is not good enough.
Mm.
Mavropanos, I don't know what he's doing,
I
crawling
just
on the
wanna,
floor
I
and
just,
having his
I
face
just,
like.
I just want to cut you off there for a second because he's interviewed now. I'm gonna let it play out.
To not too much. So the first half was really good from us. The second half, Aston Villa stepped up, probably pushed us back a little bit too much. Obviously, losing Fulkrug and losing Somerville influenced our attacking part of the game. And then, they just it was more pressure, I think, than anything, rather than big chances. I'm not sure whether the first goal was a corner. Didn't look it to me, but I'll have to see again. It's one of those things. And then, yeah, 2-1 down. We sort of regrouped a little bit and then pushed at the end. Had a couple of chances at the end. So overall disappointed to go out, of course, but lots of positives in the game. I think the players gave everything. So young lad on the pitch there, making his first games, I think. So he was really good, Ollie. But yeah, disappointed to go out.
What changed specifically for you guys in the second half? Do you think you just run out of gas?
Like I said, we had to adjust without Cree Somerville. So that was an
Yeah.
affected our attacking play a little bit. And then Aston Villa just pushed us back a bit. We ended up a little bit too deep, a bit deeper than we wanted. And then maybe with the ball, we couldn't sustain enough attacks to be able to just relieve some pressure. But yeah, that's something we'll have to look to improve. But as I said, the players the last 2 days have been really, really good. Preparation was really good into the game. So we have to hang on to the positives, really.
What's the main thing that you've learned from your first game in charge?
Well, it's the game and it's the 2 days. Like I said, the preparation was really good. The attitude of the players, the application intensity, understanding of the game was good. We just got, like I said, dropped back a little bit too deep, and then that's also the injuries of the two key attacking players was probably a blow for us as well.
That's the new manager of
And
West
that-
Ham. We think
And that's the interview. That's his interview just done by ITV. What do you make of what he said, Adam?
I think he's spot on. I think everything he said was spot on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
Fulcrook and like I said, Somerville were the changing point in the game. So he had to change tactics. He had to do something different. And I did think to myself at one point, when it got to sort of the 65th minute around there, I'm thinking, oh God, we're starting to sit really deep now. Like Villa are starting to come on to us a lot.
Mm.
And that's and a corner that never should have been a corner as well.
Yeah.
You already need to. We all forget that. But obviously no VAR or whatever. I totally agree. I don't think he's got a word wrong there.
Uh,
I've
for
I've
me,
taken to him a lot actually.
I think he speaks well there. I understand what he's trying to say. I think he was run out. I think the players run out of gas. I think he ran out of
Mhm.
quality to bring off the bench when you're bringing the likes of Danny Ings on. I don't agree with the Danny Ings sub after 15 minutes. I said it on the watch along. I said you don't like if you're bringing him on, you know he's going to play the whole match and even extra time and even penalties to a point because you ain't going to sub him again. So I don't get that one. I would have brought on Guilherme. Maybe Guilherme could have come on
Yeah,
younger, fitter, fresher. But you
I
know
would have
what?
probably put. Yeah,
It's one of them nights where nothing went our way. We lost Krug. Somerville looked like he'd come off with a little knock. We got done by a fucking corner that never was. It should never have been. So
yeah.
uh,
I would have done the same as you. I probably would have brought him on, and then you sort of like you got sort of more move him to the wing a
yeah,
bit. So you've sort of like you got Caduce in the middle, and then you sort of got like Somerville could take the left, and you got Guillermo could take the right. Then you got three really pacey front men that could cause you a lot of trouble there.
mm,
That's what I would have done personally, but to each their own. Honestly, I know it's weird. I'm gutted that we lost, but I'm really optimistic, James. Like I'm actually looking forwards.
yeah.
So I know this. I know this is going to sound mental, but I mean, if we put a couple of wins together,
Mm.
this might be very early to say this. I know we're judging it on one performance, but we get some wins together. I'm telling you. I mean, there's a big chance we could get eighth.
I don't think we're going to get eighth. I think we can get 10th. One thing I will say is Aston Villa. We play at the end of the month. I think it's the 26th of January. Towards the back end, I think it's a completely different West Ham side. I think if West Ham can go out and get some players in for that game, then we will give them a game. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like we've got a lot of shit around us, and we've got to get rid of the shit before we bring the good players in. Do you know what I'm saying?
When you,
Who was your man of the match tonight, or was it Skulls for you?
yeah, I think it is. I think it was between him and Somerville for me.
Yeah,
Honestly, I loved it. I was. I'm glad he finally, because I remember Potter talking in interview about the academy quite a bit, and I was like,
yeah,
okay, I'm liking this now. So the fact that we got to see him, I think he did a brilliant job actually. Really committed, stayed strong. But I know had to help him out a couple of times, but Skulls, he really held his own, and I was really impressed with what I saw. And the idea
mm.
of now probably seeing him a bit more, and maybe bringing in players like Lewis Orford, maybe some others. Honestly, yeah, I was impressed with him tonight. I was.
Some of it looked good on the right. We could have more central. I liked Mo in that central position. I really did tonight. I thought he looked a lot better. I get to Cosmo runner there. It was going good. It was going to be Paqueta, but around 70 minutes he reverted to form. Yeah, I thought he played okay tonight, but then he sort of went. I noticed West Ham went back to their old ways in the second half, and that's going to have to be sort of drilled out of them. But listen,
Is
if we come into this game tonight, did anyone? We was optimistic about the win. We was positive about the win. We played well in the first half, but in the end, we've been done by a fucking referee and a linesman who can't even spot a corner properly. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
and we've been unlucky with injuries tonight and all. Like, I honestly don't believe if Krug plays 90 minutes, I believe we win that game. I really do. Like,
yeah,
I thought we looked good in the first 15 minutes of the game. We looked really, really good. And to lose him, and I'm not his biggest fan by any stretch of the imagination, and I'll be the first one to criticise him, but I thought he looked okay tonight. And to lose him is a bit of a bitter pill to swallow. Adam, anything else you want to add on, mate, before I let you go?
Well, to add on to that, I mean, honestly, I was surprised the referee kept falling for Paqueta's diving constantly. Honestly, it got to the point where I was just like, oh my god, he's just. Do you know what I mean? I'm surprised he's let us have that again.
Mm,
Started to tip me off a little bit actually with all that. I'm like, just get up. Honestly, especially if the team are ever on a counter attack.
yeah.
Um, and who knew? Yeah, when you play Caduce as an actual centre, yeah, what we've
Mm.
been actually looking to see for how long now? It works. What a shock! Do you know
I
what I
must
mean?
admit, it did feel a bit more fresh tonight. I will be honest, like having him as a 10. I just think really the whole spine of the team needs to be sorted out from defenders to midfield to attack. And West Ham need to spend some money. Like, I'm not being funny. Jonathan David is out there. He's got 6 months to
Mm.
roll on his contract. Go and get the fucking Canadian. Right, honestly, he's a good player. Pay the money, get him here. We need a centre forward at this club. I think Mavropanos is done. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, people think he's all right. For me, he's not the guy. I agree with Ollie there. Shout out to Ollie, who's gone to the ground tonight. He messaged me earlier. We deserve more than that tonight. Played well for 65 minutes. Completely agree. But when you're getting
Definitely.
conned by the fucking referee, that just tells you all you need to know. Adam, I'm going to let you go, mate. You take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Take care, dude.
Take care, mate. That has been Adam. Yeah, listen, I'm going to add on to that. Like, tonight is sort of a learning curve for a lot of us. Right, I'm going to be straight. A lot of us didn't. We was optimistic about the game, but it was like a free hit tonight. Like, if we win it, great. If we don't win it, then as long as we see something in the future. I agree with Todd there. You got to get JWP back. Like, we need players in the ranks because we're running out of bodies. And Mike Theory says, Mavropanos makes me ashamed to be Greek. He is your cousin. So anyone who doesn't like Mavropanos, Mike Theory, aka Andrew Tate, is the guy for yous. I'm bored. Referees are making me hate this game. I'm going to be honest. I thought the referee was inconsistent tonight. Really, it really was. Like, there was times where Morgan Rogers fouls a player of ours on a counter attack, doesn't get booked. He does another foul about 2 minutes later, then gets booked. There were so many fouls that the referee got the foul right, but didn't yellow card the player, and he'd give him a pass all the time. But then saying that could have easily got sent off tonight because there was a few little fouls where on another night, another referee definitely would have sent him off. So, you got to take it. Lewis, I hope you're well, mate. Hi, mate. A lot of positives today. Very encouraging. Something to build on for sure. I completely agree. We're definitely going to need to build on this. I think we will build on this. I think the next 5 months, and I said it on the video the other day, is a learning curve for all of us as fans. I think whatever happens. But with Potter, I think he will assess what players he really wants in the summer and what shit he wants to get rid of. I think we all know deep down what players are not good enough at this club, and we need to get them out the door as soon as. But if we want to try and do something this season, i.e. in the league, because there is nothing else to go for, we're going to need to get strikers in. Like, we're going to go out and try and galvanise the club as a whole and try and make the rest of the season a sort of success to a point. So, yeah. What we got here? James, with Kudus in the 10, does that mean one of Paqueta or Soler can't play, or do you make Paqueta our left winger? Good question. I honestly don't know. I don't think Soler will be here. I think his loan will be terminated either at the end of the season or maybe in January. I don't think Carlos Soler is going to be signed on. I look at him and think, would I pay £27 million out for that man? Absolutely not. I think he's had about 3 games where he's played pretty well in, but you need, for £27 million, you're going to do a lot more than just 3. Do you know what I'm saying? With Paqueta, maybe he might go over to the left. That might be an option. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's hope not. Bringing Sufal in was a bad decision. I can understand it, but like I said on the watch along, I didn't understand tonight, for me, what the Wan-Bissaka and Sufal thing was. Like, trying to double up on who exactly? Like, is it Maatsen they was trying to double up on? Don't understand that one. Really didn't. And I think if you take off Forkrug, you've got to bring Guilherme on. Put Guilherme over to the right and then push Mo further forward. Do you know what I mean? And just reshape the whole of the front four. It just didn't seem to work with Danny Ings up front tonight. It really didn't. Forkrug, unfortunate or unacceptable signing. I think it's a bit of both. If I'm being honest, let's get to Harry Flowers, 56. Shout out to Harry. Lewis Guilherme is a top player. He's a left winger, ready and waiting. He should have come on sooner, mate. That's the only little gripe I got tonight is, do you go with Danny Ings in a game where we all know he's not that good? And I said it on the watch along. Do you bring him on, with a possibility that it could go to penalties? Extra time and penalties. So basically you're playing him for roughly about 105 minutes of football, like potentially. Not for me. Not for me at all. You go with Guilherme for me. He's younger, fitter, fresher. He can get you up the pitch, and you take the risk with Mo being up front for me. Anyone who's seen me with the mic, I've been called John Motson tonight. So yeah, because I've noticed that my mic's a bit too far away, so yes, fair enough. Please, please, please don't play Sufao ever again. It's a shame, mate, with Sufao. It really is. He gave Skulls a chance, so hopefully he will give the same for Guilherme. I believe he will. I believe he will. Like, I'm going to be honest. I feel like the lack of VAR ruined the match for West Ham, to be honest. For Krug and Somerville off, but we should have easily been. It should have easily been a West Ham win. If you would have said to me at half time that them players are on the pitch, both fit and fresh, I think we win the game. I really do. Like, I just their equaliser is a kick in the bollocks for all of us. Let's be honest, it really is. And like, for a shot to go that far away, and I'll see the actual video on X, yeah, on Twitter, where he has the shot. It doesn't take a deflection at all. Goes spinning out, and they give it as a corner. That's a criminal offence. Obviously, the second goal was a goal from them, but the damage was already done. And basically, the longer we would have kept them at bay, the better for us it would have been. Krug is tragic. Doesn't pull his hamstring if he warms up properly before the game. I don't know, mate. I don't know. He shouldn't be our player in the first place, if I'm being honest. To be really honest. VAR would never have overruled that corner decision. True. It wouldn't have done because it was that's a referee's decision. But yeah. I thought Somerville was immense first half, reminded me of Jeremy Frimpong, up and down. Need to protect him. Can't expect him to do that all the time. I thought like you discussed it in the watch along, Damien, and you turned around and you said to me that he's doing a bit too much work for what he needs to do. Pretty accurate, really. Like he was doing way too much, and I hope they took him off as a precaution to a point. Potter's first match may have been experimenting, maybe, but he's gonna need to find a striker from somewhere in the ranks. I'm gonna be honest. We need 2 or 3 strikers to rotate to avoid injuries like this. And yeah, my mate in Germany was asking this morning about Forker going to Frankfurt. I offered to pay his flight. Fair enough. I'll tell you another reason though, and this is another big thing that no one's really mentioned currently right now, is the fact that with Krug out, because I think that's a 4-month job, I reckon. Like, I really do. I think he's out for between 3 and 4 months. If that is the case, how are we going to sell him? Well, we're not going to sell him in this window because no one's going to have him now after that injury. It looked bad, and if you go back and watch the watch along, me and Clive's reaction is like, "Oh my god, he's out, he's gone," and we just knew on that one. Really, we did. So that's a major blow, but we're just going to have to get through it. I guess I have to get through it. Chaz is saying 2 to 3 months. I think might be a bit longer than that. With his age and everything else, it might take a bit longer. Let's get to Jim Baker there. We're unlucky with the many injuries, to be fair. And if we had Antonio from the bench, it wouldn't have been that bad. Do you know what? If we've got a fully fit squad under Potter, I think we'd be all right. I really do. I think he knows how to organise them. But only time will tell with him. I don't want to run before we can walk. And tonight was a bit of a learning thing. But we're unlucky tonight. That's the first thing. We are deeply unlucky to sort of lose that game from being in control of that game, really. And the first goal for them is just such a killer how that happens. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just kicking the mouth, really, if I'm being honest. As Damien says, smash the like button. Goes a long way. If you can get me 100 likes tonight, I'll be over the moon. Yeah. So please do get me 100 likes. Got 113 of you in the chat. Just hit the like button. It gets us out there and makes this channel bigger and better. If we're going to spend big on a striker, get Gyökeres over David. No, we ain't getting Gyökeres, mate. If you need to go and get a striker right now, he is the man. Like Jonathan David's got 6 months left on his deal. Maybe Lille might sort of take the money instead of letting him go for free. He would be the one I would go and get. He really would. What we got here? Who would you want to sign a striker during? Who would you want to sign as a striker during the transfer period? David, mate. Simple. There's no one else really out there. Maybe Evan Ferguson, but I think we're going to need a lot more than that. So yeah, let's get to Todd Griffiths. The Krug deal is looking to be one of the worst for West Ham ever. Just isn't working out. Not always fault. Crap luck and too old for our needs. It's got a point. It's got a point. Shout out to Todd. Like, for me, it was never the right striker in the first place. Like, I mean, when you're going for a younger striker and then you change tack and go for a 31, he'll be 32 in February. Yeah, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's basically like having another Danny Ings at your club. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think Ings is worse. Yeah. I think what we've got to do, we've got to try and get Ings out the door in this window. That's one thing I will say. I'm going to wrap this up here, but I'll get to this comment here from Back of the Net podcast. Shout out to you. Terrible decision from the referee there. Big positives from West Ham today. I believe the injuries altered things. Quite unlucky for sure. Things will get better in time. I completely agree, mate. I really do. It was a bad decision. I think the moment we started losing our sort of attackers, it allowed Villa back into the game, and then, you know, that's where the problems started really for us. But do you know what? I'm not going to be negative tonight. It's one game in under Potter's reign. We're at the FA Cup. It is what it is. After the week we've had, West Ham could have gone there and got blitzed 3 or 4. And it, like, let's have it right. If we would have been under the previous manager, I think we would have done. Tonight we went there, we had a go. 45 minutes of that game, we were the better side. In the second half, we become the second side to a point, and it wasn't meant to be. I'm going to wrap it up there, but I'm going to give you my final thought, and my final thought is this: positive from Potter. That's what I'm going to say. The man's come in. He sort of galvanised this side. He gives Ollie Scholes his first team start for West Ham, and fair play to him. Do you know what I mean? He took risks tonight. Do you know what I mean? He believes in the youth players. Now he's going to have to go into the youth and have a look and see who else he can find in there, because at present we're in a bit of a sticky situation, and the board are going to have to help him out, because he can't do it. He might be Graham Potter, but he's not fucking Harry Potter. So and he can't pull fucking a rabbit out of an hat at present. So he's going to need help from the board. On tonight's performance, it is what it is. Yeah, we went there, we had a go. It felt better tonight. It felt like we had the weight of the world off of our shoulders. And do you know what? I'm going to say this. Shout out to the away following tonight. Fucking, I do say it. When we are together, we've got some of the best fans on the planet. When we're apart, it's never good. I thought the away following tonight was absolutely excellent. I thought they sung their hearts out. I thought they sung so many songs, and they were the 12th man for West Ham in that first half. Second half, obviously the goal come in and Villa started to get up ahead of steam, and then it is what it is, how it ended. But the away following deserve a lot of respect tonight. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we move on. We've got Fulham on Tuesday, Crystal Palace next Saturday, and we go from there. So listen, let's not be downhearted about it tonight. It is what it is. Yeah. We got done by a referee who can't even spot a fucking corner. Do you know what I'm saying? And he gets paid a wage for that. So, yeah. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to E20 Zone TV. Hit notification bell and all that. Thank you for everyone who was watching on the watch-along earlier. It was a really good watch-along. Gutted to lose. Yeah, but I'm not disheartened. I'm going to be honest. I'm not disheartened. And we move on. It's going to take time. As I said on a video the other day, it's going to take time. Yeah, and we're going to have to be patient here. And he's not going to get it right straight away, but I do believe Potter will get this one right. Yeah, I think he knows what he knows how to, like, he knows what he's doing to a point. I think the players might buy into what he's trying to deliver at West Ham. Let's get to that comment there. Totally agree with you, mate. Our fans were massive tonight, done by a ghost corner. Completely agree. Come on, Potter, we are behind you, Big James. Fair enough, mate. And that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good weekend. I will be doing a player ratings video, which will probably go up tomorrow. I will record it tonight and then release it in the morning. And yeah, it's just Graham Potter. It wasn't your night. We just got done by the dodgy decisions by the referees. But you know what? It's going to take time, and in time we will be great. Anyway, from me to you, take care of yourselves and each other.
Hype.